Okay, oxidation and reduction. ऑक्सीडेशन रिडक्शन बेसिकली क्या होती है? अगर हम इसका कंपैरिजन करें तो ऑक्सीडेशन जो होती है इसकी तीन डेफिनेशन हैं. द फर्स्ट डेफिनेशन इज
Okay.
लॉस ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन. सेकंड
Yeah.
डेफिनेशन है would be as oxidation is the indicator of oxygen, so it could be addition
Okay.
of oxygen.
Yeah.
And the third definition would be about hydrogen. That will be the reciprocal of the oxygen. You may say that
Yeah.
removal of hydrogen.
Hydrogen. Yeah.
So these are the three. And what are the fourth one? Actually, it is not a definition, but the identification of oxidation. That is
Yeah.
increase in
Yeah.
charge. Whenever you see there is
Okay.
increase in charge, that means
Yeah.
oxidation has taken place. What is meant by loss of electron? Let's suppose this is
Yeah.
sodium in gaseous
Yeah.
state and it becomes Na plus. So what
Yeah.
it means? Sodium has
That
lost
loss
an electron. That is
electron.
why it is getting positive charge,
Positive
right?
charge. Yeah. Yeah.
So what we call this process as oxidation.
Oxidation.
And what is
Yeah.
oxidation? That is simply loss of electron. So
Electrons.
next one
Yeah.
is addition of oxygen. You can write carbon plus oxygen. So you are adding oxygen in the carbon and you are getting CO2. So overall,
Yeah.
this process is the example of oxidation process because it involves addition of oxygen.
Oxygen.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So removal of hydrogen, you may write like this. If NH3 decomposes, so
Yeah.
it becomes N2 plus 3 molecule. So here you have removal of hydrogen. Okay. So this
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
called as oxidation.
Oxidation.
What is increase in charge? The commonly we will study it as Mn2 plus
Yeah.
from Mn7 plus. That means it is
Okay.
removing 5 more electrons. So whenever you
Yeah.
see there is an increase in charge from 2
Yeah.
plus to 7 plus, that is oxidation. If
Okay.
it is Cl minus to Cl, that is also the
Yeah.
oxidation because -1 is the
Yeah.
lower value and
Yeah.
0 is the bigger value.
Higher value.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
we will discuss about reduction. So what does reduction involves? So reduction is beta actually. Reduction is just the reciprocal of it. And look at this.
Okay.
Number one, the oxidation was loss of electron. This is
Yeah.
gain of
Electrons. Electrons.
electrons. Okay.
Yeah.
And number two, that was addition of oxygen. This would be
Yeah.
loss or
Loss of
removal of oxygen.
oxygen.
You may say
Yeah.
loss, you may say removal, whatever. The same
Yeah.
thing. Then you have oxidation is removal of hydrogen, then reduction would
Yeah.
be addition
Addition of
of
hydrogen.
hydrogen.
Yeah.
And this was the part of this one. And the fourth one would be opposite to this, decrease in
Decrease in charge.
charge value. Yes.
Yeah.
I guess now it is easy that to put an example. For example, Cl is neutral if it gains electron. So what would be the charge on Cl beta when it will gain an electron?
Minus.
Yeah, that's right. And loss of oxygen, you can revert this process. If CO2 cracks, it will form
Yeah.
carbon and oxygen. Respiration process, if you are a biology student, respiration process, oxygen is lost. So respiration is the example of reduction.
Reduction. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, very sorry. No, in respiration, oxygen is used. That is oxidation. In photosynthesis, oxygen is lost.
Yeah.
In photosynthesis, plants produce,
Yeah.
releases oxygen. You're a biology student, right?
Yeah, yeah, I am.
Okay, so next is addition of hydrogen. So
Yeah.
moving on, addition of hydrogen, I can revert that equation. Nitrogen plus 3 molecules of hydrogen makes 2 molecules of ammonia. So do
Yeah.
you agree that this is the example of addition of hydrogen, which is
Reduction.
called reduction, right?
Reduction. Yeah, yeah.
So let's see, it become chromium plus 6 to chromium plus 3. What is this process?
Yeah.
This is decrease in charge.
Reduction. So
It
yeah,
means it is
reduction.
reduction, right? So
Yeah.
any question from this comparison?
No, not this.
Okay.
Okay.
So what he says, when magnesium is burning, magnesium burning and iron rusting are the chemical reaction involving transfer of electrons. So reaction involving, okay, look at this equation. I am writing it again. Zn Cu 2 plus making Zn 2 plus Cu. So what it is? This is the redox process. This is what? This is the
Redox. Plus, yeah.
redox process. And how it is redox? It is reduction, oxidation. This word is derived from reduction and ox for oxidation. Okay, how?
Okay.
If no charge is given, if no charge is given on any element, then it
Yeah.
would be zero charge.
Zero
It
charge.
would
Yeah.
be neutral, right?
Zero.
If
Yeah.
no charge is given on any element or the compound, the charge of that element or compound will be taken as zero.
Zero.
So what
Yeah.
I am going to write on zinc, it would be 0.
Zero.
And what I am going to write on Cu, 0.
Zero.
Because nothing
Yeah.
is given, right?
Yeah.
So if you see, zinc is moving from Zn0 to Zn plus 2. So
Yeah.
does that mathematically the charge value is increasing or decreasing on zinc from 0 to plus 2, 2 plus?
It's increasing.
Yep. And if the value is increasing, then
Yeah.
this would be oxidation.
Increasing charge. Yeah. Oxidation. Yeah.
So it means we can say that oxidation is occurring in zinc.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And copper is moving from 2 plus to 0. So which process? It's
Reduction.
happening there. That is reduction.
Reduction. Yeah.
So why we call this equation as the redox process or redox equation? Because this reaction involves both oxidation and
reduction.
Okay,
Yeah.
now I am going to write one equation for you, which will not be redox.
Okay.
So when acid-base react, salt and water are formed. Okay.
Okay.
So what is the charge on H? Okay. What I told you that if no charge is given, then charge would be 0.
0.
So total charge of this compound, nothing given, it will be taken as
0. Yeah.
So this is going to be a complicated part. So look at this.
Yeah.
Hydrogen belongs to group 1, so charge is +1. Cl belongs to group 7 and usually its charge is -1. So +1, -1. So how the compound is neutral? Why the compound is neutral? That is we need to elaborate that the hydrogen has +1 charge, belongs to group 1. Cl belongs to group 7, having 7 electrons in it, okay, and would have -1 charge. So sodium has +1, oxygen belong to group 6 -2, hydrogen again +1. So net answer would be
0.
0. And again, sodium is +1, Cl -1. One hydrogen is +1, so you have 2 hydrogen. So total charge would be +2 and charge on oxygen is -2. Now you need to validate. Cl is -1, -1 on both ends, right?
Yeah.
So no change?
No, yeah.
Okay. Look at this on sodium. No change?
No change, yeah.
Okay. And look at this on hydrogen. Do you observe any change in hydrogen? Change in charge? The answer would be no.
No.
Because on the left side, in the reactant side, in HCl,
Yeah.
one hydrogen has +1 charge. In the
Yeah.
product size, 2 hydrogen has +2 charge.
+2 charge. Yeah.
So technically, charge on each atom is +1 on the both
One.
ends,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it means even the oxygen, if you see the oxygen, is -2 on both ends. So what I am going to conclude, no change in charge for any element in this equation. So this equation is not a redox equation, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So the question is, not necessarily all of your equations are redox. Sometimes you
Yeah.
have such kind of equation which are not redox. How you are going to identify the redox? So the question is, what happens in
Yeah.
redox reaction? So what you are going to answer it?
It's oxidation and reduction, both of them.
Both
happen.
takes place in a chemical reaction. One element is
Yeah.
losing electron, the other one is gaining electron.
Gaining
Okay?
electrons. Yeah. Yeah.
Acha, give two everyday example of redox reaction. Oh my God, we just discussed from the plant side. Give two everyday examples of redox. Photosynthesis
Respiration and photosynthesis. Yeah.
and other than that, burning of fuel.
Yeah.
Burning of fuel. So
Yeah.
fuel goes, okay, what is the burning of fuel? You take fuel like petrol.
Yeah.
Petrol reacts with oxygen. So which reaction
Okay.
is occurring usually on the behavior basis in your car engine? That would be oxidation. Okay.
Yeah.
Every vehicle or the motor engine works on the
Yeah.
two
Oxygen.
things. One is fuel and
Yeah.
other is the oxygen which it gets from the air. Okay.
Yeah.
So now see the further description. Oxidation is loss of electron. Here is the example. Okay, I believe now
Yeah.
you are okay with this. Reduction is gain
Yeah.
of electron. So should we move on, beta?
Yeah.
Okay. The next one would be, here are the more example like Na plus. For your confusion, so
Yeah.
let me elaborate so that you can't confuse at the end. Okay.
Yeah.
Sodium is solid, chlorine is gas, and okay. Now put the charges. What would be the charge on sodium?
Just
0?
0. Yeah. Just 0.
What is the charge on Cl2? 0.
Yeah.
I told a very easy principle. If no charge is given, either the plus or
Yeah.
then it would be
0.
0. It's a very simple thing. Now it's a compound. Compound mean it can have two different kind of. So its total
Yeah.
charge, nothing given, then it
0.
would be taken as 0.
0.
Got it?
Yeah.
So what is the charge on sodium? Sodium belongs to group 1. Do you remember? Alkali metals. So what will be the charge on sodium?
1.
+1.
1.
And charge on chlorine?
-1.
That is it. Now you can easily identify which element is undergoing oxidation process and which one is reduction. So sodium is going from 0 to +1. What is which process undergoing sodium?
Reduction.
Oh, 0 to +1, increase in charge. Reduction, look at this. Do remember, reduction is derived from the word reduce. Reduce means decrease.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
If you have a decrease in charge, if you have a decrease in value, then it would be reduction.
Yeah.
Okay? If you have decrease in the number of charge from 0 to -4, 0 to -1, or +6 to +3, that is a reduction because it's a decrease thing. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
0 to -1 and 0 to +1. This would be oxidation.
Oxidation. Yeah.
Okay, look at this for you. What is oxidized and what is reduced in the following reaction? The equation you have Mg plus O2 giving 2 MgO. So don't confuse with these coefficients. These are used for the balancing equation. They have nothing to do with the change of charge or anything. Okay.
Yeah.
So what would be the charge on magnesium? Nothing given. What would be the charge?
0. 0.
0. Nothing is given on O2. What would be the charge? If nothing is given in a molecule, in a homoatomic means same atom, O2, N2, Cl2, Br2, I2, even S8. If nothing is given, what charge you will take for S8?
0.
What you will consider? 0, exactly. Okay, so what will be the charges on Mg?
It's 0.
Total is 0. So
0.
Mg belongs to group 2. I am talking about these groups, beta. Look at this, Mg. Got it?
Yeah.
So on the group 2, all elements have +2 charge.
+2.
Okay?
Yeah.
So charge on Mg is +2 and this one. So you need to elaborate which element undergoing from oxidation and which one is undergoing reduction.
Yeah.
So what does how does the magnesium is behaving?
Increase in charge.
Yes. So
oxidation
because of, and you can put the reason, oxidation because increase in
charge.
That indicates here 2 electrons are lost from each Mg atom.
Yeah.
That is very important to elaborate, because if you have 2 magnesium, it means total 4 electrons have been lost. From 0 to 2 plus 2 electrons lost by each atom. Got it?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And what about oxygen? How you are gonna explain this?
It's reduction because the charge is decreasing.
Yes. And what about how much electrons are gained?
2 electrons.
By each?
By each atom.
Yes. And here you have again 2 oxygen atom, O2.
Yeah.
Total 4 electrons
in
this equation.
4 electrons.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, now look at this. Next question, a bit complicated one. So CuSO4 plus Mg give you Cu plus MgSO4, right?
Yeah.
So that one is easy. The total charge on CuSO4 would be taken as
0.
0. Okay, total charge on magnesium will be taken as
0.
0. Copper is 0 and MgSO4 is 0. Okay. Now some things are easy, and magnesium belongs to group 2. This is +2. So what would be the charge on SO4? Derived from this. If total is 0 and the charge on Mg is +2, what would be the charge on SO4?
-2.
Oh, great. Look at this. You told me charge on SO4 is -2. So I can put over here as well.
Yeah.
What will be the charge on Cu?
+2.
+2. Technically, you should say 2 plus, not plus.
Yeah.
So, okay, now it's easy. Look, I have derived the charge on SO4 by a logical way. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, how does Cu is behaving? +2 to 0, what it is?
It's reducing the charge, so it's reduction.
Yes. And what does Mg is behaving?
It's increase in charge, so it's
Increase
oxidation.
in charge, that is oxidation. Got it?
Yeah.
So any question?
No.
Sure?
Yeah.